Just your typical two-car garage. It's a mess all over there. Working on my daughter-in-law's car, rebuilding it. She hit a Suburban, so I'm rebuilding that. Thought I'd give you a quick tour of my toolboxes. Nothing fancy. This is a 4-drawer file cabinet that I picked up. I just now, literally just now, emptied this top drawer. I've got some of the bigger Bauer tools in there, and just a couple of junk drawers down below. Got my big service lights down the side. Got the motorcycle helmets hung up. Got my boys' racing trophy, first place. And this is my US General 56-inch box. Got the replica of my wife's Bronco up there. Got my chargers for my Atlas tools. Mini toolbox. I'm wrapping all the drawers with this color blue, and it's nice. I like it, but I think I'm gonna take that off them. I just ordered a military green sample. I'm gonna try that. I really like that dark forest green, military green color. It's kind of a junk drawer up here, pry bars and trim tools, extra drill bits. This is my Quinn bit set. And we've got my screwdriver and driver drawer. Those are my Icon nut drivers. My Icon picks, Quinn screwdrivers and Icon screwdrivers. This is my Hercules drawer. This is all the 12-volt stuff. I've got every 12-volt tool they make except for the unobtainium, the 1/4-inch die grinder. Still looking for that. Top drawer on the side is batteries, pens, paper, Band-Aids. Second drawer down, it's just kind of a junk drawer. Cool junk in this one. This is my sharps drawer. Anything knife and cutting, it's all in this drawer. These are all my extensions. Use a silverware tray for that one. Then we get into my metric drawer, my metric socket drawer. Most all of this is either Quinn, Icon. Most of it's Quinn. I got the 1/4-inch, 3/8 inch, and 1/2-inch Quinn master sets on the impacts, and the same thing on the chromes. I got the mid-rise, mid-length Icon sockets. Those come in kind of handy. You can see they're short, mid, and tall. That's on the 3/8 inch. These rails are just rails that I bought off of Amazon. They're magnetic on the bottom. Again, pretty handy. Just more bits. This is that Quinn. It's the only thing I don't like about these. They're kind of stiff getting these off, but these are those Quinn bolt bite sockets. Got E-Torx sockets. These are the Astro, and they're the super shallows. I've got those in 3/8 and 1/2-inch. And these back here are the bigger. They're the Pittsburgh Pro. They're like for your axle nuts. I've got the Pittsburgh swivel and the Pittsburgh Pro lug nut sockets. On this side of the drawer, just got a couple of more of my sets of extensions. I've got the Quinn 1/2" digital torque meter. I've got the Icon torque wrench that is in inch pounds. It's just the Pittsburgh Pro click torque. This is the Quinn digital torque wrench, excuse me. And then I've got the Icon split beam back there. It's pretty nice. That's my newest one. I like that one a lot. And the next drawer down is all my metric wrenches. Start over here. These are all all the Icons. These go from 6mm clear on up to 24mm Icons. These are the ones that have the grooves to bite into the nut through 19. After you get up to the bigger ones, they don't have that. But and then these are the smooth jaw, and they go from 19 to 6 as well. These are the Icon stubby ratcheting, left and right. I like that. And then regular Icon stubbies. And then I've got my Icon ratchet wrenches and the Icon, I'm not sure what they're called, offset wrenches, or we've got the 15 and the 45-degree angle on them. And these are the Icon offset wrenches. Then over here are Quinn ratchet wrenches. You gotta pardon me, I've got a bit of a cold going on. Icon ratchet wrenches. These are just Pittsburgh S wrenches. These are the Quinn flare nut wrenches. Some OG Craftsman wrenches. These are about 25 years old. And some Pittsburgh flex head ratchets. And then I got these. I think these are pretty cool. They're Master Force. I got them at Menards. They're pretty cool. But the neat thing about them is they're kind of a universal. They can do rounded off bolts. They can do spline drive, triple square, 6-point, 12-point, whatever you need. They fit it. It's pretty neat. Just some cheap little Icon or Pittsburgh there in the corner, a little offset. And this is my ratchet drawer. These are the Astro tools. One's for 3/8, one's 1/2". These are the G2s in the back, the long Icon G2s. And this is the Icon little bit driver set. I got my Quinns, got Icons, obligatory Icon 24 karat gold, 3 Icon flex heads, 3 Icon swivel heads with the, of course, 1/4 3/8 half, 1/4 3/8 half. A couple of Quinns, bunch of Pittsburgh. These are my OG Craftsman's, 1/4 3/8 half, built like a tank, made in the USA, of course. They're heavy, but they work. And then just a couple of oddball ratchets. I got some more room in this drawer to fill up. It's just my hammer drawer. Got my Icon dead blows and Icon ball peens, a couple other small hammers, and a impact screwdriver set. Nothing too special in that drawer. This is my pliers drawer. Got all my Icon pliers down on this end. I don't really like these stands. I thought I would. I don't. A bunch of randomness that I've had. These Craig clamps are pretty slick. And then I kind of was on a quest for a while for the best adjustable wrenches I could find. Excuse me. And the best ones I found that were like off the shelf were these channel locks. Again, I got these at Menards. But man, they're tight. The jaws are nice and tight. They not real loose. Got 4 sets of those. It's kind of cool. Got some long Pittsburgh cheapies. Got the long pliers for hoses. This is just kind of a junk drawer, bigger stuff. It's my drum sander, my stud welder for body work, a couple of dent pullers for body work, a couple of pickle forks. Most of this stuff doesn't get used very much. I'm kind of proud of this drawer. I like this. At first, I wasn't running the battery chargers in the drawer, so I got one of these multi-port extenders, and I plugged it in here, and then I got all my flashlights in this drawer, and whenever I need one, I can just, if I burn it up, I can plug it in. It's kind of slick. Worked pretty good. That one's empty for now. So I just got this middle 15-inch box. I'm going to be getting I got the 56-inch, second 56-inch box. I'm going to be getting the 56-inch hutch pretty soon, next time a sale comes out. So what I wanted to do was put this 15-inch in here, and then on this wall, I'm going to put a hose reel. So I got all of my air tools in this 15-inch box. Anything and everything having to do with air tools. So my air wrenches, air die grinders, all of that. A couple of body working tools, a little micro belt sander, scaler, saw, air saw. A couple more impact guns, die grinder, that Chief die grinder, or that Chief cutoff grinder is, man, that thing is wicked. Mean. A couple extra spare parts. And then I got my sanding drawer. My block sander, jitterbug. And then I went into this drawer on this setup and put all of my SAE in one drawer because I don't have nearly as much SAE as I do metric. So I've got my 1/4 inch down here, 3/8 inch, 1/2 inch, all chrome, and then back into the impact, and then the wheels again. Spark plugs, wrenches. Again, these are those rounded off for rounded nuts, Quinn. In the standard, I got some standard bits here. Again, Icon, got some Icon stubby. This is all old school Craftsman. All of that, that's pretty cool. And more of these offset and SAE, Pittsburgh. More of these Master Force wrenches and SAE. And this is kind of just a junk drawer, kind of, sort of. Got all my cutting and grinding, stapling, whatever. This one is all my electrical stuff and all of my measurement stuff. Next one is all punches and files, that kind of thing, and then all of my tapes and zip ties. This is my 20-volt drawer. I've got the Hercules die grinder and the Hercules sander. The rest of this stuff is all Bauer. Bauer batteries. I've got 5 amp hour, 3 amp hour, and 1.5 or 2 or whatever it is. And then this bottom drawer is kind of a big catch-all. Battery charger, wheel chocks, a bag full of gloves, the hitch for my truck, oil change stuff in the corner. And then on this drawer, I do have my Hercules and my Bauer chargers. And they work with the door closed, so that's pretty cool. That's why I put them in there. And then I grabbed the storage rack from Harbor Freight. So I've got my 1/2-inch Ultra Impact, and then a brushless drill, and then the impact driver, compact 20-volt impact driver. And all the batteries are down there in the bottom. Got our Ford signs, got our Jeep signs. And then I just got this tool cart. It's the 5-drawer Harbor Freight tool cart. This is pretty slick. I'll get this zipped open here. This is that ThinkCar scanner, bi-directional. Haven't used it much yet, but it's pretty slick. Got that. Don't have much of anything in the cart. I'm gonna kind of use it as I'm working on things. I can set parts and tools in there. Just kind of got a couple of picks and screwdrivers, a flashlight, a knife. Not much of anything in this thing yet. I don't think there will be much of anything in this thing. Like I say, it's more going to be for when I'm running around working. Put my couple of my jack stands under there. Got this jack. Got my motorcycle jack. My brooms are in the corner. And then I got this big cabinet. It's pretty handy. I put some motion activated lights on the door. This is just kind of storage. I got my paint supplies up there. And I got all my cased tools down here on the bottom. And then I've got these parts cases from Harbor Freight. Full of stuff. Different body clips and electrical and nuts and bolts and screws and all kinds of stuff. So then this is oils and stuff on the bottom, and that's just kind of household stuff. And then we come over onto this wall. I just ordered pegboard for this back wall. It's gonna go 2 feet high and 90 inches down. Eventually I'm gonna get some upper cabinets for up here, but this is gonna be, this first one is my body working and painting cabinet. The second one is detailing. cleaning and detailing, and this third one is kind of heavy duty. It's got my drill press, my buffer grinder, and a vise. So a lot of these drawers are empty at this point, but I've got all my drill bits and stuff down here, all of my drill stuff for the drill press, and just, you know, big C-clamps, pullers, pulleys, another junk drawer, oddball junk drawer, junk tool drawer. Those are the ones I loan out. And some drop cloths, some painting, PDR kits. And I'll come back down over here. This is my painting one. I've got some of these LVLP AeroPro A610. I've got a couple of them with different tips in them. Pretty slick. I got this light that mounts to the gun. Got that from Harbor Freight. That works pretty good. This is a Harbor Freight Black Widow HTE. I don't have a big enough air compressor to use that, so I really like these LVLP guns. They don't use nearly as much air. They work really slick. So, little detail gun. It's my paint thickness gauge. There's a couple of extra parts, some tools. And then nothing in that drawer. Nothing in that drawer. Tape. That's the good tape. Nobody touches that except for Dad. Tack cloths and paint brushes and more paint supplies. All my sandpapers. More sandpapers, sanding block. My tape with the plastic on it for taping off windows and such. And my respirators, another spray gun, filters, body putty deal. It's just all my good new cleaning cloths and rags and some brushes. This is the cleaning drawer. Just cleaning stuff for detailing cars. Polish pads, empty. I don't have a lot in these drawers yet, so that's good, I guess. Gives me some room to grow. And I got a polisher down there. And then that's my ozone machine and power cord. Like I say, this area is kind of a mess. This was my detailing cart. I gotta figure out something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Still in the middle of moving stuff around, but I don't have 220 out here in my garage, unfortunately. So I use this setup. I've got a 9,000 watt Predator generator, and it's got 220 on board. So I can run my welders on 220. Like I said, I've been moving around, so junk's just kind of thrown up here right now, but I've got a little Cut 50 plasma cutter and a stick welder and a small wire feed welder. Nothing fancy, just mainly tack stuff together, make it hold. I'm not a welder. My torch. Again, we're painting. It's kind of dark over in this corner, but we're painting, redoing the whole front end of the car, so we got to get that done. Then I just got the Fortress air compressor. I'm not real impressed with it. It runs long, runs hot, builds up a lot of moisture, so it's kind of a pain. But got one of my reels there. I'm going to be putting a second reel in over here, like I said. But so anyway, that's just a quick little trip around the shop. Gonna be having some upgrades as we go. I'll share some projects as I go along. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.